Brighton bells are coming home, and the house is a mess. It's full of things like gums,
He'd say, Annie, get your gun.
ex-husbands,
Morning, girls.
and questions.
Why on earth did I ever marry that man?
Because he put you in the club.
And rather saucy outfits.
You can open it.
The Bells are at home, Wednesday, 6:50.
Well, back to this afternoon on Tyne. We're in half an hour's time at 20 minutes past 3. We bring you an update on the world news from ITN. That's at 3:20. 3:25, the latest Tyne regional news. And then at 3:30 this afternoon, it's Children's ITV kicking off with Gigglish All Sorts. Now, it's the Young Doctors.
Mike, I need to talk to you. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've realized that while I'm very grateful to you for all the support you've given me, fondness I felt for you before I met Nick is gone. And I'm sorry if I've given you the wrong impression, but I tried to tell you earlier.
Lindy.
And there's another thing. If you expect me to cope with all the gossip and rumors that have surrounded us since Nick's death, then you can forget it. I can't cope with it, and I won't cope with it. And that means I don't want to see you again.
Is it rude of me to ask what you're doing?
Who are you?
I'm Helen Gordon. And whoever you are, you've absolutely no right to go through hospital files without Dr. Steele's permission.
Are you the administrative assistant? I've been briefed on you.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I don't take too kindly to being ordered around by a secretary.
And I don't take too kindly to you. Please leave immediately. Dr. Steele, this gentleman's finding your files very interesting and my protest's irrelevant.
And your attitude quite deplorable.
We haven't talked about your bad manners yet.
Helen, please help Dr. Karp as much as possible. He's doing some rather special research.
Well, if I'd been asked politely.
There's no time for niceties. You could help by getting someone to explain this filing system of yours.
They're self-explanatory.
Dr. Steele, if I am to do the job assigned to me, I am going to need cooperative assistance.
I'm sure Helen will give you all the cooperation you need. I can count on you, can't I, Helen?
Nurse Baker. Zelda, there's this nurse that I'd like to...
Oh, I've heard about you and nurses, and quite honestly, I don't always like what I hear.
She's relatively new.
That'd be right. I was wondering how long it'd take before one of you pounced.
Look, could you introduce us? Tell her about the finer points of my character.
I would if I could find some. Besides, you're too late. She's already wrapped in Rod Hawkins.
What is it about that guy?
He's got all the qualities that you other interns seem to lack. Charm, good looks, and integrity. Think about that.
Zelda, you've got me wrong. I'm not like all those other guys. I want to get into something deep and meaningful.
Try a coal mine. That was a really classy act, pushing Tim into the pool.
Well, what would you do if somebody booby-trapped your bathers?
If you ask me, you both belong down in the creche.
So who's asking you, kid?
How are you feeling after your little incident in the water?
Perfect. Well, almost, anyway.
That's just about the way you look.
Diana, I've never been
Maybe you should.
Your strategy's about to backfire. You've never been able to second-guess me, so why bother? Oh, I know Diana. She's hooked, but you're hardly a one-woman man, are you? And why can't you ever admit defeat? You're just upset because I've cramped your style.
That guy has got to go.
No, don't bother. Greater men have tried.
I can see you have.
No, I haven't. I was hoping Diana would hook him and we could divvy up the rest of the nurses between us.
Good idea, but I think he'd be smart enough to get out of that.
Maybe. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. You see, if we could convince the nurses that Rod isn't as pure as he makes out, they'd drop him like a hot potato.
How do we do that?
His wife.
But he doesn't have one.
I know that, you know that, he knows that, but the nurses don't.
Dr. Hawkins asked me to give you this, sister.
All right, thank you.
Why didn't he bring it himself?
I thought I'd do him a favor. He's overworked.
Well, perhaps we should ask Sister Gibbs to give you some extra work. If you've got time to run messages for the interns.
Have you been sticking to your diet?
Yes, I have, Susanna. That's not why I'm angry.
Well, I don't wish to pry, but tell me everything.
Well, what's the point of my promotion if Graham doesn't confide in me?
Well, you've always got on well together.
Yes, we have. But since that Carp character arrived, it's changed. Honestly, the way he allows that man to talk to me.
Well, a lot of people weren't in favour of his appointment. Maybe that's got something to do with it.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Linda, look, you can't mean what you said. I know our relationship's had a lot of ups and downs, but...
Mostly downs.
Don't be sarcastic, it doesn't suit you.
Mike, has it ever occurred to you in all the time that we've known each other, we've hardly spent more than 5 happy minutes together?
Well, we could change all that.
It's too late.
Only paychecks are too late. I want to be with you. I realize how much I love you.
I'm tired, Mike. You, Nick, the best thing for me right now is to spend some time by myself.
You didn't love him. Linda, you love me.
Maybe if I hadn't have married him, Nick could still be alive.
Linda, Nick was beyond help.
I'm just no good at falling in love. It's better for me to avoid it. It won't work, Mike. It's finished.
Look, I know you've already worked an extra half shift, but with this gastric epidemic, I'm afraid we're short-staffed.
Learn to love your 38-hour days. I think we're too healthy for our own good. You want us to work back? No problems, Mrs. Gordon. Speak for yourself.
Will you stay all day? You'll get the time back when we get back to normal.
What's ever normal around here? We're only too happy to help out. But you look like you need a rest. Is there anything I can do?
Yes. Give Dr. Henderson a few tips on staff morale.
Mrs. Gordon?
You're being very defensive, Graham.
Not intentionally.
You seem to think I'm enjoying this. Believe me, it's no fun playing hatchet man.
I realize that. I'm giving you all the cooperation I can.
Dr. Steele, Dr. Hawkins and Dr. Henderson have agreed to stay back.
Good, thank you. That'll be all, thanks, Helen.
Oh, hi.
Do you know, Graham's got me confused. He just won't confide in me. And the only conclusion that I keep coming back to is that Carp is here to fire Graham from his job as superintendent.
You do that very well.
Thanks.
I don't know how to ask you this.
Try me.
My cousin's having a baby, and I'd like to give her something personal. Would you knit something for me?
You know, Will Rod.
Oh, brother.
Excuse me, Roderick. I've got an important message for you.
Thanks, Elder. What is it?
I think it's pretty private.
There's no need for privacy. You could write my private life on the back of a postage stamp.
Well, it's from a girl.
I'm probably a friend of my sister's.
This was no ordinary girl. She said she was your wife.
I'm not married. It doesn't make sense.
That's what I hoped. Thought. She had a raspy voice, like she had a cold or something. She said she'd call back later.
I'll sort it out then. Well, thanks, Elder.
You're welcome. She must have been some freak.
Is Roderick Hawkins there, please?
Not bad.
It wasn't easy. I'm lucky Zelda didn't recognise my voice.
At least the wheels are in motion to turn Hot Rod Hawkins into a real fizzle around here.
Just read the article about Linda. What sensationalistic rubbish.
Oh, it's disgusting, isn't it? I've read it 3 times and I still can't believe it.
I don't know who could have fed the journalist such a pack of lies.
Oh, well, I guess scandal's a scandal.
And bother hiding it, Zelda. It's fascinating reading.
Mike, we're as upset by it all as you are.
No, sure you are. You all are. That's why the papers were gone 5 minutes after they were on the stand. How many did you buy, Zelda?
Only 3?
Mike, just because people read it doesn't mean we believe it.
I don't care. I don't care. It'll give you something to chew over during the coffee breaks. After all, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right. Let's see if you're plugged in correctly. We'd better get you out of here before you look like R2-D2. That could be sooner than we first thought. You've survived the trip from accident ward very well.
And if you can survive us, you'll be a much happier and healthier man than the one who came in here 5 days ago.
You feeling comfortable? Oh, sorry.
Stupid question.
Oh, thank you both for working back.
Our pleasure, sister.
I can think of a million better forms of pleasure.
Mr. Nathan's coming along well, isn't he?
Oh, he's got good spirit. That helps.
I'll see you later.
This antibiotic was due at 6, not 8. Whose handwriting's that?
Well, it's either one of two people. You or me. I'm so tired it's hard to focus.
You don't know your own handwriting?
What's the problem?
Oh, well, nothing we can't rectify.
Who's responsible for this?
Well, we're not sure.
You're not sure? You're conscious, aren't you?
Yes, but we both got bad handwriting.
We've worked an extra half shift. We're a little punchy, Dr. Carr.
Oh, I'm glad you find it so amusing.
Dr. Steele, are we going to be de-stethoscoped over this?
Well, it's not major, Dr. Steele. A mistake was picked up. It'll be corrected.
It's not major, but it could have been.
Overtired we are. Albert Schweitzer's, we're not.
Don't be smart, Henderson. You're very good at making excuses, but they don't look particularly good on autopsy reports.
This Christmas at Debenhams, you'll find gifts in silver and gold, glass and brass, taffeta and lace, porcelain and paper. Family gifts at affordable prices. At Christmas, the difference is Debenhams.
To clean the dirt in your bathroom, there's Jif Micro Liquid, now with its new improved micro power. On soapy scum and watermarks, just a couple of drops clean better than ordinary all-purpose liquids. So the shine is brighter, and it's brilliant on greasy floors everywhere. Improved Jif Micro Liquid cleans to a bigger, brighter shine all around the home. That's the power of Jif.
The offer that can't be matched ends this weekend.
It's the biggest and best offer ever at DFS.
With a final chance to choose anything.
Pay nothing till Easter 1995. And then take 4 years interest-free credit.
There's a huge choice. Guaranteed quality.
And factory direct prices on everything we make. But it can't last much longer. The offer that can't be matched ends this weekend. So don't miss it.
5 p.m. this Sunday is the deadline for this amazing offer from DFS.
Risk any style, but don't risk your hair. I thought styling was torture, but Pantene just changed that.
Introducing new Pro V styling with spritz, spray and mousse to help protect every inch of your hair. Combining patented Pro Vitamin with styling technology, Pantene nourishes as you style.
So style after style, my hair looks so healthy it shines.
New Pantene Pro V styling. It's not just your style, it's your hair.
How new is new personal washing up liquid? Read my lips. Very new. And I'll prove it. Watch Teller's attempt to clean his salad dressing bottle with an ordinary concentrated liquid. Now watch the easy way with new personal washing up liquid. Its new formula dissolves grease better than that other stuff. See? What a great demonstration. And here's another. If it's greasy, it's easy with new personal washing up liquid.
Oh, sorry. Dr. Steele wanted to see me.
He's due back from lunch any moment.
Helen, could I have a word with you in the meantime?
Not if it's to talk about Linda. I've told you I don't want to be involved. I heard what happened with Hawkins and Henderson. I asked them to stay back.
I'm aware of that. My memory isn't failing me, Helen.
But they were doing us a favor.
That's no excuse for making mistakes.
No, but it's very human. Do you know, I remember a time when you defend your interns from making a simple mistake.
We can't afford one minor mistake at this time.
Would you care to elaborate
Is Newman
on that?
inside?
Yes.
Right. Why did you want to see me?
That disgraceful newspaper article is common knowledge. I'm asking you to keep your cool about it.
Well, that's rather difficult when I'm the target for gossip.
The whole turn of events has attracted a lot of adverse interest. You just have to ride above it.
I've got just one question, Graham. Is it because I'm a lousy registrar? Or is it because of all the gossip that I didn't get that promotion?
It did affect the decision. At this particular time, we can't afford a hint of scandal here.
And why is this time different from any other?
That's my business. Look, I'm more concerned with your career than I think you're aware. If it's any comfort to you, I voted for you.
Thank you.
Why would anyone pull a stunt like that, saying she was his wife?
Well, there are a lot of weirdos in the world. I guess even Rod attracts them.
Has Rod's wife called back?
Oh, no, I don't think she will. Hoax callers hardly ever do.
Why would she say she was his wife if she wasn't? Suppose it wasn't a hoax.
Oh, come on. As far as romance is concerned, Rod Hawkins hasn't even got his learner's permit yet.
The nurses don't seem to have taken the call very seriously.
I know. We need something stronger, something more convincing.
I'm working on it, mate.
Great.
Can I get your coffee?
Oh, tea, thanks. Just white. Thank you.
Leave us alone, will you, Dane?
Maybe she doesn't want to be left alone
Look,
with
if you want in plain English, just get lost. Linda, nothing is more important than being together. Nothing.
Maybe sometime in the future, but not now.
Why not? I mean, there are other hospitals.
But there's only one me, and I've got to get myself sorted out first.
Sister, this is for Dr. Hawkins.
Oh, would you put it over there with the other files and things, please?
Sister, do you have any idea why Dr. Steele's looking so glum today?
I can assure you, nurse, that if I had any idea, you'd be the last person I'd tell.
Nurse?
How's the baby jacket coming along, Doctor?
Oh, I don't think Nurse Colley started it yet.
Oh, she'd better hurry, hadn't she? Doesn't look to me as if there's much time.
After all he's been through, it will destroy him if he's removed from the Albert.
Oh, I don't see why Graham should be blamed. Every hospital is encountering staff and facility cutbacks. We've coped. Graham can't be expected to perform miracles.
Well, maybe they foolishly think if they bring in another man, they can. But it's so cruel, Suzanne. I mean, if they haven't got any confidence in him, why on earth did they appoint him in the first place?
Helen, there'll be a full meeting of the board immediately. We'll need all the records.
I'll get my book and be right with you.
Oh, that won't be necessary.
I always attend board meetings.
This time you're not invited. I'm afraid that is correct.
Rat.
Wolf in sheep's clothing. Can't say we didn't warn you.
Sure didn't seem like the married type to me.
Yeah, well, judging by her condition, it's just lucky they are married. Poor kid. Imagine having a husband like Rod Hawkins, the creep.
It's my sister. Naturally, I inscribed it myself.
We can't let Rod see it. If he hasn't got the evidence, can't disprove it.
Don't I know it? Could I take a look at that?
Yes. Look, as a doctor, what do you reckon? 6, 7, 8 months gone?
Don't show it to him yet. Let her do the rounds first.
Anyone for coffee?
There's no milk.
Well, that's okay. I'll drink it black.
That'd be right. Matches your personality.
Helen, can we talk, please?
I've told Mike I don't want to get involved.
But I'm so mixed up, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing anymore.
Well, look, you've told Mike that you need time to sort things out. Now, he's not going anywhere. He loves you.
But it doesn't suit my personality to play it this tough.
Well, if you go against your feelings, you're on shaky ground. How did the meeting go?
You'll be told when you need to know. Helen, I'd like you to hold all calls for me, please. And I'd like to see you in my office in 15 minutes.
Well, Graham, how do you intend to handle the situation?
I intend to handle it in my own way, without any assistance from you.
Good, you got it back.
Yeah, when the nurses were changing shift, I sneaked in the lunchroom and took it out of Baker's apron.
You guys are not going to believe this.
Look like you lost your best friend.
Worse, I lost the photo of Rod's wife. I wanted to show it to Diana.
Why do you care so much, Zelda? I think Tyne can look after herself.
Look, he took us all in. Mr. Shy and vulnerable. He made fools of all of us. Hi.
Hi, Zelda. Want a drink?
You bet.
I'm waiting for Rod.
Oh, forget it.
What did his wife call back? Poor guy. Someone that innocent's bound to attract practical jokers.
Listen, Diana.
Does that look like a married man to you? Where's your wedding ring? Zelda's convinced you've got a wife stored away somewhere.
I'd like to get married someday, but I promise you it hasn't happened yet. I'd know.
You, come to see me?
I came for a drink. Could I have a glass of champagne, please?
Some liberated, independent woman you turned out to be. Here you are drinking at a bar that the guy you're trying to avoid owns. I mean, that is really keeping it separate, Linda. Some way to find yourself. Keep drinking like that and you'll find yourself slumped on the floor.
I will not. You don't seem to be suffering too much yourself.
Well, where I'm really hurt, my wit is so sharp, you could shave with it.
Linda, there's a great party not far from here.
Sure, I'd love to go.
Keep the glasses clean, Newman.
Graham, I've made a decision.
Oh?
If you're going to be fired, then my resignation goes too.
Oh, thanks, Helen. But that won't be necessary.
So what's going on round here?
Please sit down. I have a memo I wish to dictate. From Dr. Graham Steele, Superintendent, to all staff. It is with the deepest regret that I have to announce that on a date yet to be confirmed by the hospital board, the Albert Memorial Hospital will be closed permanently.